Right, hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is about reaching 1,000 subscribers on this channel. So as most of you will know, when you reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours on YouTube, you start to get paid. So for all the previous videos that I've created, YouTube has taken all the money. Not anymore. Now I'm taking the money, kind of, because YouTube still takes 45%, but you get the point. You actually start to get paid. And given that this is just a hobby, that's kind of cool. I will actually create another video in a few weeks' time, which will show you how much I've been paid from this. So we've only been monetized for a week. In 3 weeks, I'll do another video and I'll show you how much we've been paid. And spoiler, it's not a lot. And I say we because I just answer a couple of questions from the previous videos, is that yes, I do have someone walking backwards in front of me. Yes, it's my son, and he's trying his best not to fall over or step in any dog mess. But my son does all the video, or most of the videoing on this channel, and it's actually one of the reasons why I created it, because we've had a right laugh creating these videos. And it's actually forced us to get out and do things that perhaps we wouldn't have done otherwise. So in this video, I'm going to talk about why I decided to start a YouTube channel and kind of what we're going to do next with it. So about 2 years ago, my wife came to me and she said, "Kids are growing up, you're going to need to get a hobby." And I thought, what she really meant by that was, you're going to get on my nerves. You need to sort your life out. Go and find something to do. And I thought about it because I thought, for the last, I don't know, 17 years or whatever, I've just been messing about with the kids. To be honest, having kids has allowed me to be a kid again. It's been brilliant. But outside of that, I thought, what else do I do? I mess about with the kids. I've got quite a stressful job, and I watch TV. So I thought, what else do I do? What other interests do I have? And it's around this time as well, my kids, they just watch YouTube and they keep coming up to you and they go, "Watch this video, watch this." Some kid unboxing a toy or something. And I just thought, I'm not interested in it. It's just rubbish. And honestly, I just thought YouTube was just idiots, just creating videos, just doing nothing. So what I decided to do though after a while, because I needed to watch something to learn something. So I started watching YouTube. And then I thought, this is kind of cool. And then I watched a little bit more YouTube. And then I watched a bit more and a bit more and a bit more. And to the point where I now only watch YouTube. The other day, I actually went and watched normal TV, and it's rubbish. I watched it for about a few minutes and I just thought, this is rubbish. And the thing I like about YouTube is, it's just normal people going about their lives, doing stuff. They haven't got an agenda. And you can choose who you want to watch and choose who you want to follow. And if you don't like people, then you just don't follow them, you don't watch it. It's brilliant. Whereas on TV, it's kind of, there's a lot of bias on TV. I don't want to get political, but it is kind of like that. Whereas on YouTube, there's less bias. There's still some, but there's less bias. But it's just people just living their lives, doing stuff. And I'm also one of those people where I look at things and I think, I could do that. I could be a YouTuber. I'm also one of those people that just kind of goes on holiday and thinks, I could live here. And then I kind of look into it, spend ages looking into it about how I could live there. And sometimes those things come off, like when we moved to America, which I've done another video on. Or when I just kind of knocked on the house of the person, you know, that we're living in now, knocked on the door and asked them if they wanted to sell me their house, and they sold us it, and then we ended up moving in there, and then we did a renovation on it, which is another video I've done, and I'll come on to that in a minute. So with basically zero camera experience, zero presenting experience, and zero editing experience, we thought, let's go and give it a go. So we started doing some videos. So the first videos on this channel were just my son and I, and we went to Florida and we just filmed some of it. And what you find with YouTube is some videos, they do really well, and then others don't do very well at all. Like my most watched video on this channel is actually us walking along International Drive. I think it's got about 40 to 50,000 views, and it's the video quality was rubbish because we had the wrong setting on the camera. The presenting's not that great, and we just did it on a whim, and it's the most successful video. Then other videos where you put loads of effort in, they don't do as well. And on YouTube, the way that it kind of works is you get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And what a lot of YouTubers say is it's really hard to get the watch hours and it's really easy to get the subscribers. Now on this channel, I got the watch hours really quickly. It was in a couple of months, I had 4,000 watch hours, but the subscriber count never really grew. And it's taken like 2 years to get to that point. And the reason it hasn't grown is because my channel is just so random. 1 minute I'm posting about Florida, next minute I'm posting about house renovation, next I'm posting about a road trip in the car. So it's just kind of all over the place. And the way that the YouTube algorithm works is, once you start doing a particular subject, it kind of builds that audience for you. And then if you then swap to something else, it just gets totally confused by it. So in my case, I might be like doing a video on a trip to Florida. And then, so it starts to build the audience on people that like trips to Florida. So I build that up, and then the next minute, I'll go and camp in a Tesla. And it's completely different. And the algorithm is probably looking at me, YouTube's looking at me going, what are you doing? I'm trying to help you out here. I've kind of built all this audience up for you, and now you're camping in a Tesla? All right then, let's start again. And then off it goes again. Or now you're doing a house renovation. All right, start again. And that's kind of how the algorithm works. And the problem with that is you don't build a big subscriber count, because people just come and watch you for that one thing, and then they don't come back again. So they might want to fix something, they might want to do something, and they don't come back. So you never really get to the 1,000 subscribers. You see with channels who have a niche, they build an audience and off they go. And that's probably the reason it's taken me that long to get going on this channel. Yeah, so that kind of brings me to what am I going to do next on this channel. So my last video that I did, which got me over the 1,000, it's had the most engagement of any of the videos I've done. I did a video on retirement because I've got a goal to retire in 10 years. And it's just created loads of comments, loads of interest. I've actually learned quite a lot from it. So any of you people that have watched that video and now watching this one, thank you for commenting on that, because it's just trying to kind of change my mind a bit about what I'm going to do with my finances and how I might do my sort of retirement planning. But it's kind of brought me on to what should I do next on this channel. So a couple of things. I am quite interested in finance, and it's not that I want to be a personal finance YouTuber, because those people, they just sit behind a desk and they just spout finance advice, and it's actually quite useful. It's just not really me. I just wanted to post videos on, I always try to find deals on things, or ways around the system to try and make more money. And I want to post videos about things that are going on in my life, about how I'm kind of playing that system or what's happening. So for example, my son's about to start driving. I know that there's going to be a load of financial costs to that. So I think that might be an interesting video to post. How much is it costing to get my son on the road? I do other things, like we cancelled our Sky subscription because honestly, I just watch YouTube. And that's one other thing with YouTube is the adverts, they drive you mental. You should move to YouTube Premium. That's not an advert for YouTube Premium, but once you move to it, it's so much better. Also, on my previous video, I said I'm hoping to retire in 10 years. I've still got 10 years to go. So there's loads of things that we can kind of do within those 10 years that might be quite interesting. I do like traveling. So my wife and I, we're going to have been together next year for 25 years. So we've agreed that we're going to do, but as the kids are now kind of growing up, we've agreed that we're going to do 12 trips in 12 months. So we're going to go away for one weekend a month, every month for the next year. So I kind of think that would be kind of cool to put on the channel. And it is going to kind of mean it's a little bit all over the place, but I just kind of wanted to do a kind of lifestyle after 40 type channel, which is kind of thinking about how I'm planning to retire, what I'm doing. And I've just got lots of other ideas for videos, because I just always come up with ideas for things. So over the next few videos, we're going to be doing, in a couple of weeks, I'll do my video on how much I've earned from YouTube in the first month. There's a lot of people that do videos on that, but I do think it's quite interesting to see how much someone earns with 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Then I'll probably do some videos, different traveling about, and I also want to do a video on how I'm going to avoid paying tax on any of the earnings that I get from YouTube. Because one of the things that sort of stopped me from creating a side hustle, which is one of the things I've always wanted to do, is the amount of tax I would have to pay. So I've kind of got some ideas as to how I'm going to basically pay zero tax on any earnings I make. So I'm going to post a video on that as well. So, and the great thing with YouTube is, if you want to watch it, you can. If you don't have to. And that's what's great about it. There's a lot of people that I subscribe to and I watch every single video they post because they're just brilliant in my mind. And then there's other people I subscribe to, and I might watch 1 in 5 of their videos or 1 in 10 of their videos. And that's what's great about YouTube. You just do what you want. Watch what you want. If you like it, watch it. If you don't, you don't. So that's what we're going to be doing over the next few videos. I'm rambling on. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.